Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. As a representative from the group number 5, I want to present the result of our research on the theory of production. Then, without further ado, let us start. The following are the participating members of our group, namely as follows. I as Muhammad Fadhillah. The second member as Abdul Ahmad Alwafii Haryunas, and the third member as Ramah. The material we will be discussing is number 1, theory of production, number 2, the law of diminishing returns, number 3 is diversion of production, and number 4 is curve. Let us begin with the first material, that is theory of production. Theory of production is a process to convert input goods into output goods. It can also be said that the production is a series of processes that include all activities that can add or create use value from goods and services. Production periods. There are two types of periods in a production, namely 1. Short run, the period of time during which a variable input can change, but there are fixed inputs that cannot be adjusted. Number 2. Long run, where all inputs are variable and customizable. Theory in production. The theory of production is a theory that explains the nature of relationship between the level of production to be achieved with the number of factors that production used. Main concept. The main concept known in this theory is to produce the maximum possible output with certain inputs and to produce a certain number of outputs with the minimum production cost. Number 2. The law of diminishing returns. The law of diminishing return is a law that was created by David Ricardo. This law is stated that the addition of factors of production does not always give a proportional increase in output. At a certain point, the increase in output will decrease even though the factor of production continue to be added, as can be seen as the curve below. Number 3. Production division. Production can be divided into 5 factors, namely, number 1, extractive sector, where all efforts are made by taking natural products directly. Number 2, trade sector, where every business are made buying and selling goods back. Number 3, business sector, where every business are made by processing raw materials into finished good. Number 4, service sector, where every business is made by providing services. And number 5, agricultural sector, where every effort is made by cultivating nature. Productivity. There are several ways that increase productivity, namely extensification. Increased productivity by increasing the number of production factors used done by maximizing the capacity of production factors. Rationalization. Increased productivity is carried out by issuing policies that will increase production efficiency, consisting of mechanization, specialization, and standardization. Number 4. Curve. There are two types of curve in the theory of production, namely as follows. Number 1. Isoquant curve. Isoquant curve is a curve that shows the combination of two different kinds of inputs that will produce the same amount of output. This curve has the following characteristic: has a negative slope, convex to the origin, never intersect with each other, and the further to the right indicates the higher the output that can be produced, as can be seen as the diagram below. Curve number 2. Isocost curve. Isocost curve is a curve that shows a combination of two kinds of inputs that have the same total cost. This curve has the following characteristic: has no slope, not convex to the origin, there are intersections with each other, and these curves are drawn with a straight line from the top left to the bottom right, as can be seen as the diagram below. And that is all. We have reached the end of discussion. If there is any other inconveniences, we are very sorry and thank you for taking your time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.